Hey guys, Ted from FIFINE sent me this streaming deck, and today I'll be showing you a quick unboxing and an easy setup tutorial. I've never used a streaming deck before, so I had fun playing around with this. So, without further ado, let's get started. FIFINE never disappoints with their packaging. The deck was very well secured, and I'm pretty sure this will withstand any long distance delivery as well. Inside, you get the user manual, the deck secured between two thick foams, and a USB-C to C cable with an attachable USB-A head as well, which is a really nice touch. And if you guys were curious, the cable is 2 meters long. And this is the Ampligame D6. It has a solid build with 15 programmable LCD keys and has customizable RGB lights. The setup is pretty easy. All you have to do is plug in the USB-C cable and it turns on. You also have a small button behind that controls the RGB lighting. Now, to truly customize the deck, you'll need to download the software from their website. Go to Google and type fifine.key123.vip/win if you're using Windows and /Mac if you're using an Apple device. Right after, you should get a prompt to download the software and just save the file to a location you want. After you've completed the download, just install the software to your PC. I'll fast forward the process here and show you what the software looks like. When first launching the software, it should look like this, with the blank state in all 15 slots and pre-installed plugins in the right. Now, I'll just show you how I'm using the deck for now. You can go to the store here and download the System Monitor plugin. You also have a bunch of plugins to choose from, which you should definitely explore. I use the System Monitor plugin to display my CPU and GPU data, and use the deck as a sensor panel. You can display the usage, temps, power, and more. I really like this plugin because the icons clearly represent the hardware that is being used and it looks super cool. To fill out the slots, I added a page indicator, brightness controls, and buttons to navigate to the next page and to the next scene. And in the second scene, I added shortcuts to my frequently used apps like Steam, Discord, browsers, and more. I also have a few of my passwords saved as well, so I don't have to type it every time I log in somewhere. These are the two scenes I have made for now. So let's take a look at how it shows up in the deck. As you can see, the display is super vibrant and works just as programmed. I didn't realize the customizability of this device before because you can add almost any kind of keys to be used, be it in-game keys or software-specific shortcut keys like Photoshop, Discord, OBS, and more. I definitely have to tinker with this device more to customize shortcut keys for all the apps I use, especially for OBS Studio and my video editing software. Now, the only thing I'd want to change about this device would be the viewing angle, because an adjustable height would have made this so much better. But other than that, it's a really great product. Well, that's it for the video, and I hope it was an informative one. Have a great day for now, and I'll see you in the next one.